Think about how you have your motor skills, you're not in a wheelchair, you're blessed, and you're probably sound like an asshole to a lot of people right now.
We have some amazing questions lined up for you guys today. If you're interested to know what these people have to say, like I learned this a long time ago. When you ask questions, you learn the most. So we're gonna ask a lot of questions to see what other people have to say about the things that we are curious about. By the way, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do me a solid, click that little bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys. Let's go ask those questions. What does it take to become successful in sales in your opinion?
Daily persistence, not really giving up. I mean, sales is the highest highs and the lowest lows, so just know that even when you're in that valley, peaks coming eventually. I started in real estate. I was in real estate investment and then basically moved to New York to do that, and then I was all commission. That sucks. I got into tech sales, and again, that's really where the money is.
I love it. One last question. What would you tell someone that just got into sales? It's their first month. They don't know if they want to commit to it. They're just kind of scared because it's commission and they're worried. What would you recommend to them?
I'd say give it a chance. Don't quit after a month or so. Definitely give it a solid chance. But listen, at the end of the day, it's really not for everybody. And if you can't handle that anxiety, then you definitely get out of sales.
What's the one tip you would give to someone that wants to be an entrepreneur, but they're scared to do it?
Can't be scared. But one tip is having the right people around you. Because I'm telling you, I would not be successful without the people around me. Don't be afraid to take risks. My trainer that I work out with, he just came up to me randomly at the gym and said, "Hey, do you want to train with me?" I said, "Yeah." Now I pay him $200 a day per workout. So it's like, don't be afraid to take risks.
I love it. One last question. What's the one thing you would tell someone that took the risk and they failed and they still haven't reached that success? What would you recommend them to do?
Definitely having the right people around you, because there might be something you want to do and you actually can't do it by yourself. For example, like what I wanted to do, I couldn't have done it by myself, and me being surrounded by the right people, good people, made me successful.
And what's the one thing you did in 2022 that will define you as a good leader?
We started a private equity firm, Blue Ring Capital.
So you guys are investors?
Yes.
Awesome. How did you guys become investors at your age?
I saved up money working at Dunkin' Donuts. When the market crashed, took a personal loan out, put it in the market, made a shit ton of money, invested in buildings, restaurants, and then our own firm.
What do you guys think about artificial intelligence like ChatGPT and AI?
It's changing the world very quickly, and you need to jump on the bandwagon before you get left behind.
How are you going to use it for your businesses?
Sign an NDA for that.
One tip for someone that's watching, they're 25 years old, they want to become successful, they don't know what to do, they want to get to the top. What would you recommend it to do? One thing.
Do it now. Stop thinking, start doing. That's it. Make mistakes.
Figure out what you want, take action, be bold. That's it.
We have an amazing time right now. We have a lot of questions that are getting answered. What I want you to do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. If you love this kind of content, do me a solid, do me a favor. Share this with someone that can appreciate this kind of content so we can learn about what other people have to say about business, entrepreneurship, sales, leadership. So I appreciate you guys. Let's keep going. We got a couple more questions to ask. Let's go. What's the word leadership mean to you?
Do the right things and people will follow. How's that?
When someone wants to become a leader, what's the first step they need to take to become a better leader?
You study, you learn your field, you work hard, and then people will follow.
And what do you do for work, if you mind me asking?
I'm a lawyer.
How did you become a lawyer and know that that was the thing you wanted to do for the rest of your life?
I knew I wanted to try cases, so that's what I did.
At what age did you know you wanted to be a lawyer?
20, 22?
Are you happy with that decision?
40 years later, yeah.
One last tip for someone that's watching that's 18 years old. They don't know what they want to do. How do they figure out what they want to do for the next 40 years?
You got to just listen to yourself. And by the way, you're going to succeed in some things, fail in others. So where you find success and where your passion is, that's where you're going to.
What's the biggest regret you have in 2022?
Oh, I have no regrets. Everything that you go through and everything that you do leads you exactly where you're supposed to be. Take a step back and put your life into true perspective.
So how do you put yourself in that perspective to always be constantly grateful and kind of focus on the future?
You have to be intentional about your gratefulness. I feel like whenever you find yourself complaining, think about how trivial it is and think about how you have your motor skills, you're not in a wheelchair, you're blessed, and you're probably sound like an asshole to a lot of people right now.
I love it. One last tip for someone that's going through some stress, struggles right now. They want to get out of that rut. What's the one tip you give them?
Put on your favorite song, pour yourself a glass of champagne, dance around in your underwear, and know that you're young, you don't know what life has in store for you. You will rally and you will be happy again. That's Jane Austen.
What's the one thing that you learned in 2022 that you have to implement in 2023?
I've definitely learned that you need to definitely trust the people that you're around. You definitely need to know what their values are, what their goals are, and what their vision is for the future, of course.
What is your vision?
My vision is to be a self-made millionaire.
And how are you going to do that?
So right now I'm actually working on a clothing brand. It's going to be based out of here in Miami. So that's definitely one of my long-term goals, to blow that up.
What's the toughest thing when it comes to entrepreneurship for you as a startup?
It'd probably just be that you're on your own. It's you versus yourself. So any obstacles that you do happen to face, You could maybe ask around some people, but at the end of the day, it's you that's gonna make your mind up about what it is that you want to do and how you want to overcome these obstacles. You got to be disciplined, man. You got to be disciplined. You can't be motivated. You have to be disciplined because you can have motivation one day and it's gone the next.
Today was some amazing, amazing questions we asked. We had amazing answers. You guys are going to love it. We have a lot of new content coming up next week. You're going to freaking be excited about that. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click the little notification bell, share it with a friend so we can explode this channel. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you have any questions you want me to ask in the public, do me a solid, drop it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.